Let's start. Today's focus is going to be legs and core. So we're going to really do high reps, low load, nothing at all actually load. This is on your own body weight. And before we do anything, we're going to just set our center. So start by finding your center, feet flat onto the floor, toes pointing forwards, knees nice and soft, shoulders are back, and chin gently tucked in. Now close your eyes for a minute. It is the evening, or whatever time you're doing it. At this point in time today is the evening. So you want to just try and think and focus on yourself. Now think of reaching your top of your head, reaching up towards the ceiling, and your tailbone reaching down. Now holding that posture, shoulders go back, arms go by your side, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just focus where your body is in space. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and out through the mouth. With every breath in you go, think of where your shoulders are, where your head is in space in relation to your shoulders, where your spine is lying, where your feet are lying, making sure your knees aren't locked back, where your spine is lying and tiny pointing down towards the floor. Think of where your rib cage is and where your hips are. They should be lying on top of each other. Think of where your feet are, spread open those toes. And now if you stack them all together, think of your head really lifting up towards the ceiling, stacking onto your neck nice and long. Think of where your shoulders are, so shoulders nice and sitting backwards, smiling through the collarbones, and think of those shoulder blades gliding down towards the hip. Now think of that spine now going down. Think of a nice heavy tailbone without tucking too much from the front. So a nice elongation. Then think of your waist elongating away from your hips. Nice long posture. And then think of where your feet and your knees are. So hips are open, you're squeezing a little bit your bottom to open the hips from the front. Your knees are pointing forwards and they're not locked. And your toes are spread open with your little arches engaged, so you're not letting your foot flat and collapse down. And once you've done that, you can open your eyes and you can put your hands around your rib cage, and we're going to take a few breaths. You're going to take a breath in, focus your breath towards your rib cage, and then breathe out, sink down. Breath in again and breath out. Breath in again and breath out, and breath out. Two more, breath in again and breath out. Really focusing on that lateral breathing. Breathe in and out. Two more, breath in and out. Very good. Drop your hands. Now we're going to start by rolling the shoulders back, so get a nice warm up into your body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go forwards for 4. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Bend the knees and we're going to lengthen fingertips up towards the ceiling and then bend slightly to the side. And we are bending to the right, so we're going to look towards the right. And then we're going to come back. We're going to lengthen the fingertips up towards the ceiling, then bend towards the left and looking down towards the left. And then we come back. Bending and lengthening through the fingertips, looking to the right, and then we come back. Opposite side, bending and lengthening, and then we come back. We're going to do 4 more, bend and lengthen, and then come back. And again, bend and lengthen, and then come back. Very good. We go 2 more. Very good. Last one. Well done. Now we're going to start by going into your feet again. So hands onto hips. We're going to rise up on tiptoes and drop. So we're going to really focus on spreading open those toes. We're going to warm up a little bit those legs, get a little bit more movement through them, and then do a little bit more difficult stuff. So we're going to rise up on tiptoes and drop. So keep rising up and dropping down. Rising up and dropping down. So go 2 more, nice and long through the top of your head. Last one, we hold it up. We're going to bend through either knees. So again, we're warming up through your foot, your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Toes pointing forwards, hips pointing forward, drawing that tailbone down, and keep folding through that knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to keep going, but bend to the hip like you're doing a squat, but keep alternating those heels. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through the hips. 3, 2, 1. And lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through the hips. 3, 2, 1. And again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through the hips. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend to the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now easy squats. I'm going to turn, so we're going to do the squats nice and easy. So hips go down, swing your arms, and again, swing your arms. So even though you don't have any weights, if you think of mind-body connection, so that muscle that we're really trying to work, it will really get that activation going. So I'm going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold your last squat and just swing those arms above the hip, squeezing those shoulder blades, really lifting those arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hands up, and we're going to bend through the elbows and extend. Bend. So if you're home and you want to do a little bit of resistance, or anywhere really, grab 2 bottles or something heavy in each hand, and these can be really nice and strong resistance for your triceps. Keeping the elbows next to your waist, keeping your belly in, chest open, head in a diagonal. Don't look down, look forward. 3, 2, last one, and drop, and then lift. Well done. Shake those legs. I'm going to take a side step, so open up a little bit those hips. We're going to go to the side and then come back, and again side. So what I wanted to do today is, as I said, it's kind of like an intermediate, but at the same time, even if you're in the improver level, you can do this. So it's going to be like a high rep kind of movements. So we're going to get into like the basics of Pilates exercises when we're going to lie down. And this is still your warm-up going on, but still switching on those muscles and getting a little bit of strength back in it. But when we're going to be lying down, we're going to not stop. We're going to do the basics, 3-4 exercises after each other, giving them kind of like an intermediate kind of level. So not really basic, but not really, really hard, but high reps and continuously after each other. And then you're going to feel the burn in your muscle. And that will switch on and get a little bit more strength than just not feeling anything at all. 2 more, opening those hips. Last one. Very good. Now we're going to do the opposite. So to the side, opening that hip. To the side. So this is a good hip opener, and at the same time, it is also one that works into kind of like a single-legged lunge. Squat lunge. Back. Breathing out. Again. Again. Very good. Again. And let's go 4 more. 3, 2. Very good. Last one. Well done. To finish into our hip movement, open legs wide, and we're going to go down, open hips and lift. Down and lift. Really nice wide hip opener for 8, 7. We're going to push into a little bit of a burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it and pulse. 8. So really think of drawing that belly to spine. Tailbone pointing down, shoulders are open. And keep going. 5, 4, 3. Push those knees out. 2. Last 1. And rise up. Very good. Bring your feet in. Well done. Roll the shoulders. Let's take a roll down. So we're going to extend in the middle of your mat. Going to reach your arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out, chin to chest. Ribs to hips. Soften the knees. Reach fingertips to toes. Hold at the bottom. Take a breath at the bottom. And then slowly roll your spine back up. Tuck your tailbone. Roll your shoulders. Lift the arms again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come down, reaching fingertips to toes. Take a breath. And then breathe out. Slowly roll your spine back up. Roll the shoulders. Reach the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Chin to chest. Roll down. And then slowly roll back up. Roll the shoulders. Reach arms. And then drop the arms by your side. Very good. Roll the shoulders back. Well done. Right, so let's get ourselves onto the mat. So just nice and slowly get into your mat position. We are going to do your leg exercises first. So I'm going to do the exercises into like that intermediate level where your elbow is popped up, and we're going to do your top leg. You can do all of these exercises completely lying down onto the side to make it a bit easier, okay? Whatever you do, even if you're lying completely on the side, lengthen your waist and really try and make sure that you're not pushing that waist at the bottom into the mat. So top leg, we're going to start. It's called bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. So what I'm going to do is just shift a little bit. So the the video out and in. So as I said, we're not going to stop. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8. So we're lifting that waist, ribs in line with hips, drawing belly to spine, really focusing on that leg, pulling it up and down for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. That leg goes straight. We're going to lift up and down and up and down for 8, 7. Nice and slow. 6. Feel that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to alternate. We're going to go a bend and lift. Bend and lift. Bend. That muscle is burning. Bend and lift. Keep going. 8 and lift. 7 and lift. 6 and lift. 5 and lift. 4 and lift. 3 and lift. 2 and lift. Mirror that waist. Now you're going to hold it straight. You're going to circle 8, 7. We have 2 more exercises. Circling back, circling forwards, and then side kick. 2, 1. Circle forwards. It's burning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't sink into that shoulder. 2, 1. Now side kick forwards. 1 and point back. Flex and point. 6. Don't let that leg drop. 3, 2. You've got this. 1. Whew. And rub that bottom. Well done. It burns, it burns, it burns. But that burning feeling, as long as it's not super painful or triggering your pain, it is good. Right. Let's turn around the other side. Take it your time. So swivel over onto the other side. Pop onto your elbow if you're doing it in the intermediate level. Again, let me just make sure I'm in the shot. That's the word. So elbow underneath your shoulder. Again, you're not sinking. We're lifting up. You're still working those core muscles around the shoulders there. You're lifting your waist. making sure your tailbone is pointing toward your foot. First one is a bend and stretch. So we are bending the knee and stretching. Again, if you want to do this with your shoulder completely straight, go ahead, bend and stretch, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. Keep going. 8, push, 7, push, 6, push, 5, don't lift. So the minute you start to fatigue, that's when you start losing control, and that's when you need to think about it. That's when new muscle comes to life. So we go up and down, up and down. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle forwards. 8, 7, 6. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't drop. We go forward and back. So we missed one. Just realizing we did the alternate ones we haven't done. So we have to do this, and then we go back to lift and then bend and stretch. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Let's push the fatigue. We go bend and lift, bend and lift. Don't forget your posture. We're pushing into fatigue, pushing into that burn. We have 5, push, 4, push. You can do this. 3, push, 2, push. Last 1, push. Oh, well done. Right, so lie a little bit onto that back. Get yourself nice and comfortable. And just hug a little bit the knees for me. You can roll a little bit side to side. And then just get a quick stretch to those glutes. Drop one leg into figure of 4 and just push the right knee away and left hip down. And you can even just slide your hands through and stretch that leg up. Deep breath in and out. In again and out. Very good. Let's fold, opposite leg, fold, and then pull in and reach up. Very good. 3, 2, 1. And then fold in. Well done. Right, so for the next bit, if you have folded towel, just pop it over underneath your head. And we're going to go into a bit of a shoulder bridge just to loosen up your back with a movement into your arms. So we're going to start by floating the arms up into the seat, towards the ceiling. So fingertips up to the ceiling. We're going to flatten that back, scoop up your bottom into that bridge. And then we're going to come back down. So we're going to do that for 6 times. Really think of scooping that spine, lifting up, and then coming back down. And again, scooping up, lifting up, and dropping down. So remember, when we're doing this scoop of the lifting through your bottom into the bridge, we're really focusing on that segment by segment, going into a posterior pelvic tilt where you flatten the back, squeeze your bottom, and then you lift up slowly. And then we're coming down from the top middle of your spine and then your bottom. So let's do 2 more. We're going up, scoop, up, and then coming down. Last one, lift up. Now we're going to hold it at the top, reach the arms above your head, and then scoop down. So we're going to focus on really releasing the upper back and then float the hands back up. So we scoop up, breath in, breath out, scoop back down. Really focusing on those shoulders. And again, scoop up, breathe out. Breathe in, reach the arms. Breathe out, slowly lower back down. So we're getting a little bit more focus work into that upper back. Breathing in, breathing out. And lift the arms. A few more. Going up. Lift the arms. Breathe out, lower. Lift the arms back again. Again, lifting up. Lowering the hands overhead. And then coming back down. And then coming back. And again. Lifting up. Coming down. And then back. 2 more. Lifting up. Dropping down. And then dropping the arms down. Very good. Right. So take a little bit of a twist here before we go into the next and last bit, where we're going to do a bit more core work after each other. Arms go out and we rotate. And then come back. And the other side. And then come back. 3. And then come back. 2. And then come back. Last one. Very good. So we're going to come back into middle and we're going to finish the last bit where we're going to focus on your core. So these are going to be back-to-back exercises. We're going to first go into your abdo prep. So interlace your fingers, push anything underneath your head, and again you can stick with feet on the floor or as one and both. But because it's an intermediate level, we're going to go with both legs up, and we're going to breathe out, scoop your rib cage, lift your head up, and then down. So we're going to go for 8 and down, 7 and down, 6 and down, 5, 4, really not pulling onto the neck, 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold it up, reach your hands towards your hips, single-legged stretch and back. Reach one leg, fold it in. Really mindful that we're not arching to that back, and try and print the lower part of your back, not the hollow part, but a little bit lower where your pelvis is, printed onto the floor. If you get tired with your head, always lower down, but keep it going with your legs. We have 4 more. 3, really lengthening. 2, 1. Now we're going to add the hands. We go up and then we go down. Reach. So one leg away, both hands above the head. When that happens, you really want to control rib cage down, breathing out as you reach. So maximum effort, you reach and you breathe out. 6, 5, really imprint that lower back, lower part of your back. 1, now hands by your hips, lift your head, breathing in for 5, and out for 5, and in for 5, and out for 5. Very good, in for 5, and out for 5. Again, if you get tired with the head, drop it down. Really make sure you're lengthening through the fingertips, pressing that lower back, and your knees are on top of your hips. Point your toes, and we have 3 more breaths. And out, lengthen shoulders away from your ears. Again, you can pop up if you want to push it. 2 more. And last one, and we're going to extend those legs. Breathe in and out. And again, push out. Fold, breathe in. And again, breathe out. Fold, breathe in. And again, breathe out. Fold, breathe in. 2 more breaths. Breathe out. Lower those legs. And last one, lower the legs. And then come in. You're going to extend one leg and the other one. We're going to finish with your scissors. Lift yourself slightly up. And we're going to go 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, last 10. Push. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull knees to chest, and then drop down, reach arms above your head. Well done. That's about, I think about 20, almost 30 minutes away, gone. So that's your session of the week done. Now we're going to finish with your little bit of stretching. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take a breath and breathe out, push. Tuck your tailbone in, head towards your tailbone. And then release. And again, breathe out. Two more. Really tuck head towards that tailbone. And release. Last one. And release. Now quick stretch for your abdominals. Going to drop onto your elbows. And we're going to drop the hips. We're going to stay into that half extension position. And if you're happy, you're going to breathe out, push into the hands, lengthen up. Shoulders not sinking in, but lifting up. And then we drop. And again, we're going to breathe out, lift into that Cobra Sphinx position. And then down again. Last one. Remember, if you have any issues with the back that you are not allowed or not advised to bend backwards, or if you have osteoporosis, be careful with this. I would avoid it. And then down again. And then you're going to bring your hands next to your chest, curl your toes. We're going to lift up into downward dog. Pedal your feet a little bit in. Feet in the middle, hands toward your toes. Roll back up. Roll the shoulders. And well done.